Hey everybody, it's me, Nerfin16, Richard Kid on YouTube, back on, well, the bed again. Hang on, let me try to zoom out. Hey, no zoom. Yeah, that's not bad. If you're hearing the rattling, it's my cat again. It's probably, RJ. And I think I've boosted up the quality on my camera, so that's kind of a good idea. So, on to the main point. 3, 2, 1, let's drive! This is, once and for all, my final, verdict and or review on the Shuriken Sentai Ninninger and Kamen Drive team up episode, which was basically one big giant promo for their, Tyson at the time. Which, yes, I covered everything. It covered everything when it came to not V3, aka Shango at this point. I might as well call him by his Japanese lettering. And my apologies because it turns out my battery just ran out on those last two cuts. So, on to the episode itself. Kind of starts off with a bang. The Ninja's current, general is turning everybody into the fear gas kind of thing, like a TOKU version of a scarecrow gas, and that's gonna come into play later. More on that in a minute. So, as you also may have noticed, it's been a long time since I've been actually doing the bed vlogs, I guess, or just by the laptop kind of reviews, since we'll just call it that for now. The Ninjas come straight into a fight for what they thought was their traditional monster of the week. Turns out it was the right modules. I think I got the name correct this time when it comes to Drive's monsters. They easily dispatched and kicked its ass enough to get out of the fight. Because, again, this is kind of like how a lot of TOKU team-ups tend to do. More definitely in a common example when it comes to Kamen and Sentai team-ups, since Superhero Tyson. To make a very long story short, sometimes their powers don't work on another guy's show like they would with, say, another team. Like, that would normally be a meaning issue. Turns out that's just a whole thing issue when it comes to going to another J-Hero show. So yeah, the silver riot module bails out. Drive rolls up and says, "Hey, who the hell are you guys? You guys look like riot modules." Because, and again, this is kind of like how they first meet in like a lot of cases. And I think I covered this when Kamen did the Tokyo team up. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know who the hell you five are, but you look really weird, kind of deal. But in this case, Drive's like, I'm gonna arrest you and just roll with it. And just, yeah, you totally can't tell. I cannot buy that you are all ninjas. And that your grandpa is the last of legit ninjas. No, I cannot buy that. What else? Mock. Very early on in this, special, because it's not really an episode for both shows, like, in two parts, I think Gaim's team-up ended up doing last year. So yeah, Moxen was basically investigating what's really going on, try to help out any evidence he can to Shinosuke. That's Drive's real name, because they say more than Drive, to be honest with you. But Shinosuke does eventually realize these guys are actually heroes. The thing is, his entire main cast, aside from Mach, didn't really get the memo and full on was going the fugitive on it, like, wherever you are, farmhouse, hen house, sushi house, we're gonna find them and we're gonna get them. Tom, Agent K, really? And that's the one freaking movie you could think of from that guy? Yeah. Talk about the old man. He's not that old, he's a time anomaly, like you said. Call me soft again and I will kick your ass. Well, laptop setup. Shit, it's really been a while. Continue. Gladly. Yeah, well, Mark was investigating it, then Sango showed up and kind of kicked their asses on the remaining half of that, I guess I'm going to have to call it Act 1 of the episode. Special. It has, as any Sentai team up, and pretty much goes to shit really fast when it comes to the ninja's powers. Like, they did manage to summon their Zord and use their current, variant, the UFO variant. Yeah, it's really ridiculous, but it's also kind of awesome because they get a giant freaking cannon. They use it to destroy the two obvious monsters of the week that got I guess combined powers upgrades. What else? But the catch was every time they go Zord mode, they're gonna lose more and more of their gear, which really wasn't really utilized if they did another Zord fight. But I'll leave it at that. But the I guess replacement is not only does it get worse for them, because they're Red Ranger's dad is pulling basically a George McFly, and if anyone who doesn't see the last act of friggin' uh, Back to the Future, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's basically disappearing from another dimension, and then they get the reveal that, oh, you guys are from another dimension, you're not really the same universe or any of that crap. Basically a decade scenario. And the ninjas are like, oh, crap, and Drive's like, huh, I guess I better take them seriously. Well, I might as well find the dojo or whatever the hell they call it there. And he does, and he's hearing a lot of plot-oriented stuff and their objectives, like basically find the monsters, destroying their realities, and combine them back together. And not only the dad got hit, but their grandpa as well. So, but I love the grandpa. It's like, yeah, this could potentially destroy me and put me in another dimension. Later, guys, I'm gonna go to Greece and party for like an hour, and just moonwalks away. I shit you not. This actor is awesome. I can't wait to see their full Sentai representation team up. I think that's what I'm gonna call the past two teams along with it. What else? So Drive's like, okay, I get it. You guys aren't really, evil, and my entire police force doesn't get it. So we're just gonna run from Johnny Law as long as we can. Kiriko, his partner, she eventually figures out, yeah, these guys aren't assholes. Mr. Bell, his writer Bell talks. If you haven't remembered that much of the series, I do. And he's kind of like a voice of reason sometimes when Drive and Mach are like really at each other's throats, which is very rare so far, but it might happen again if more cases get more intense. My best guess. What else? Mach did survive his fight from Sango, and he did catch up with Drive and the others and just tell them, hey, I got some information for you, this might help out. And then traditional, I guess, ish Drive fair, Shinosuke picks up all the evidence, like has like a 360 room, kind of like how you would see it in, like, I don't know, Sherlock or any of those detective shows. And he's like, my brain is in top gear. I got this. I know who's behind the whole thing. And this is why I had that whole fear-inducing stuff mentioned way early on. Turns out it's really Shocker the whole time. It might also be the case when it comes to Sango and the movie. So he might end up being an anti-writer and basically be like Chase, be like the show-era version of an anti-writer becoming a good guy. Which isn't really that bad, to be honest with you. I think 4 might go the same route too. Because the first two Kamen Riders were straight up trying to be bad guys too. Shocker tried to manipulate him, tried to turn him into bad guys, but then they're like, we ain't having this shit, and just rolled with it from there. That's how it worked. So, my best guess is, when it comes to the movie, I think Sango's plan was to basically destroy V3 and just rewrite history from there. Because if that's not the case, then I don't know if Shocker had any more deeper objectives than that. Which, again, I haven't seen the movie yet. They probably will. I know it's already out in Japanese theaters. I'm just waiting for it to hit Blu-ray so that the fan subs can like take over. And speaking of fan subs, I couldn't really find this on my usual Facebook groups, like Tokusatsu Network, Rider Kick Theater, Sentai Theater. I think that's the name for the Sentai versions. Facebook group if they just want to do Sentai subs. So I basically just found it off YouTube, which is good, but the problem is the fonting for the subtitles are a little wonky. Like, you can barely read some of the sentences when they're doing their logos for promotions like the movie itself and other things. The subtitles are not there. Like a traditional fan sub would have it above the promo. That didn't happen here for this particular YouTube link. And I was going to recommend you that until I found out that JE Fusion still does release premiere episodes. There's a bit of a catch, though. they're not really using their usual links as they used to because I guess copyright reasons now. So they're going straight to Zipcast. What is Zipcast? It's basically an international version of YouTube, which probably means it has less copyright issues. So I'm gonna leave that link if you want to see the episode because it's kind of worth it. It's not bogged down. If I had any complaints with the Kamen and TOKU team up, there is one trope they kept from that team up though. All of Drive's enemies are just planning the next episode on what to destroy next, and then when the ninjas were assembling their Zord before realizing they're in another dimension, they basically pulled what happened last year. Brain, I guess, like the smart guy of the right modules are going, hey guys, there was freaking Zords outside, and the other guys are going, no, I don't see any Zords, and like 3 more show up right behind him, kind of like a Simpsons kind of gag, I guess, because that happened in the '98 Godzilla. Oh no, Nebnik, I will find you soon. Count on it. Wow, you totally went heel on that one. Well, it's the guy who did 98 Godzilla. Oh, Zilla. Yeah, totally justifiable. Anything I do that counts as evil is justifiable. Well, you barely touch evil. I'm sorry, who had to, like, freaking get an April Fool's joke PR thing bogged down? Me and killing that guy. Well, you try to kill Deadpool? Read a Marvel comic book. He kind of can't die. BS. Be true. I'm gonna Google search this shit. Laters. And I am the passing through Kamen. And if sun goes out there, we're racing. Soon. Shh. And I'm probably gonna be on the pit crew. Hopefully with Shinosuke. No, you're not. Oh, damn it, Decade! Oh. Anywho. Overall, the episode wasn't that bad. The finales is pretty much how you would see it. They both do one big transformation. Yeah, it was really good. Final battle was not bad. Once they destroyed the monster, which was basically a combination of both chakra abilities, right module abilities, and what else? Ninninger abilities for their villains. And they all just did basic combined attacks since they couldn't really use the Zord on them. And I think Drive has like a movie exclusive Shinobi Key, which I thought would have been in this episode, which would have been awesome for me to preview. But no, it's just going to be in the movie. So if you live there, good luck. And tell me in the comments down below how it looked. Because on picture alone, it looks pretty ridiculous because it's one of those like, oh, let's combine a Kamen key or a variant for a movie exclusive deal, and that's kind of how it was, how I'm seeing it in the promos. Overall, it's actually more watchable than the Gaim and TOKU team up, because all the Gaim and TOKU team up was just selling the movie. Here, it had its own objectives and lightly sell the movie. So it wasn't really that bad. Like both past villains, both current gen villains are like really working together before the chakra reveal became their like big high up reason why they all came together. So yeah, it wasn't really that bad. I love how Shinosuke and Ninja Red. I'm gonna have to call him that until I know the dude's real name. Really became buddy real fast when Drive pretty much put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, they're not right modules. So till my next review, which is actually going to be a Nerf review again. So please don't unsubscribe. This is actually going to be worth it. It's the Mega Line, and I'm really excited on this one. More on that soon. Till then, take care, have fun. I'm Nerfan16, Richard Kid here on YouTube. And all you need is Drive, and we're running wild. Later. So yeah, I'm going to leave the JE Fusion link as well. Later.